so excited. We are on the blue carpet right now, getting ready to enjoy this event. So today's going to be really fun. Again, medallion ready, got our passes, and we are expected to get a little sneak peek, word on the street that we are going to enjoy an episode of The Real Love Boat. I know some of the cast members, and we're gonna meet as well some of the folks who are seeking love. So come along, enjoy. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Alana Singano from Travel the World A to Z, and I can't wait to show you. I love to show you exclusives, all the different cruise ships, and so much more. So come along, hit the like button, and let's get started for this fun event.
Before the stars of the show had the opportunity to walk the red carpet, I got a little bit of a photo op, say cheese. But we're getting ready for the premiere October 5th, and we're gonna catch it on CBS or Paramount Plus. But in today's video, we're hearing from the stars of the original Love Boat along with the real Love Boat. So get a load of this as they share their advice on seeking love on the high seas and their thoughts on the show.
Friends, we have Paolo of The Real Love Boat here. Thank you so much for chatting with us. Let us know here, there were some challenges that the contestants had to go through and finding love. And I hear you may have given them some love advice. Is that right?
Yeah, that's
You're the wise one on board, being the captain and the helm of the ship.
Yeah, I'm the old man, so being the wise man. So whoever wins these challenges, there's some of them may be more physical than others. Whoever wins those challenges gets to go to the captain's table, but I'm not going to spoil it too much. And there I get to meet them, push them a little bit, and give us some advice.
Being the master of the ship here, are there particular challenges with finding love on board at sea versus on land?
Yeah. Well, finding love on board is probably a little bit, I won't say easier, but you find yourself in a place where you leave like all trouble behind, you forget all the entanglements or issue that you might have at home. So you are more inclined and you are more opened up to have new, meeting new people and have probably find somebody that might develop into something more like a love or whatever. So it does. The environment is more conducive to finding love for sure.
Yeah, leave your troubles behind, unpack once. So many of the wonderful things of what makes cruising, and finding love at sea. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
You're welcome. Thank you. Ciao. What's the
Ciao. You were on the original Love Boat, and I want to know, as bartender, what kind of cocktail would you recommend for those seeking love on the high seas?
Well, you know, the Princess Cruise Line now sells a cocktail called the Isaac.
Oh, do they now?
Yes.
Is it a martini?
No, it's not a martini. It is a special drink with white rum, pomegranate syrup, club soda, lime juice. Try it. If you go on YouTube, type in Ted Lange, then you write Isaac cocktail.
Okay.
I'll pop up. Yep, yeah. I'll pop up and I'll show you how to make it.
Now, being a bartender on board, I'm sure you hear everyone's woes of love stories and things like that. And
scripted. Scripted woes.
Scripted woes and love
This
stories.
time on this one, not scripted.
Right.
That's the difference.
So I know that you make some special appearances on the new show. And do you play a role of bartender, being one who you can give advice to the ones who are seeking love?
Yes. Only on the original Love Boat, I had the real answer. This time, I have an answer, but I don't know how real it is. And I don't know if it's really going to work. Okay. But I got an answer.
Right.
I just went back and looked at the old scripts and came up with one of those and spread it around.
There you go.
All right.
With your depth and breadth of cruising knowledge, how hard is it to find love on the high seas?
Well, are you talking long term?
However you interpret it, because being the captain's daughter from the original Love Boat, I'm sure you've seen a lot with not only love infatuations from crew members, but guests as well.
Yes, I have seen it all. And, you know, I think that it's just as easy to fall in love on a ship as it is off a ship. It all has to do with whether you're ready. It was really fun. I mean, it was, you know, the only thing that I had wished is that Ted Lange and I would get to work together, but we didn't. But you never know.
Yeah,
there's more days
two.
coming, season 2. But it was wonderful. And I really, really enjoyed seeing seeing the young couples kind of navigate, and that was really fun.
I have a very great perspective on this entire show because not only did I do a Love Boat, and I did a Love Boat where we actually went into the Mediterranean and shot for almost a 2 to 3 week period and stuff. But then I had a production show on Princess Cruises, so I lived on a ship for 4 years.
Wow!
So I really know kind of like what life is like on a ship.
Oh my gosh!
Believe me, people do come on cruises to hook up. Even if they don't, they usually end up hooking up by the end of the cruise.
Look at that, insider scoop. So because it was cruising in the Mediterranean and going to so many ports, cruising in the Mediterranean is very port heavy. You're in a new port of call every day. So did that bring on any particular extra challenges with it being a new city, or was it all adding to the romance?
Well, the show, the Love Boat that I did, actually went to the Mediterranean, so I really know the ports that they're going to go to. But they're the greatest ports in the world because it's all the Rivieras. It's the Italian Riviera, the Spanish Riviera, the French Riviera, it's Morocco, Gibraltar, Portugal, the island of Ibiza. It's just a remarkable experience. So how can you not feel romantic in some of the most romantic ports in the entire world? And all, so that's really going to add to the whole ambiance.
Love is in the air
of the show. It truly is. I mean, it's a perfect place to do this show. Is the Mediterranean.
How excited are you for the show to come out, and what advice do you have for those that are seeking love on the high seas?
Well, I was on 2 episodes of the original Love Boat when I stepped away from Dallas, and I'm excited to see the new Love Boat. I think they should, listen, I'm single, and they should do a senior citizens episode of the Love Boat.
Season 2, here we come, Charlotte.
Well, they've got all
Finding
these
love.
young beauties. You could do an older beauty.
Feisty as ever. Thank you so much, Charlene. Really appreciate it. I can't wait to see you debut and find your own love. We'll see you at the captain's table, won't we?
Kind of interesting, like how you get rid of people on a cruise and introduce new people on a cruise, because it's all a big social connection. So I'm gonna watch and find out.
Matt Mitchum, as you know, has quite the depth and breadth of being a cruise director on board. So as you went through some of the activities showcasing your knowledge of finding love on board, because of course fiance Chloe is they found love on board. So were you able to tap into your own experiences of sprinkling in the romance?
Yeah, I think just from going through it, I was on ships for a long time, right? I was out there for 15 years. So
yeah.
I feel like I did the life of you singles out there, which was come on a cruise ship and just
see what happens.
Have some fun, let the waves do the rocking, or maybe not. And it was cool to like watch them come on. And what do you know what's really cool about the show, which I forget to mention, is these aren't like 18-year-olds that are looking for love but really want like just fame off a TV show.
These are singles who are looking to settle down.
All of these people are like over 25, 26, right?
Okay.
So they're like people that are genuinely out there looking for love. They've done their Playboy days and they just want to find something.
Yeah, settle down. And we just got out of the sneak premiere here. We got to see a little bit of the show and the action of what has kind of happened. So it was nice to see like their personalities and that they're actually looking for that genuine connection.
Yeah. These couples are fierce, like, and it was nice to get to know them, even off camera as well, like to actually get to know, like, and it wasn't, we've seen them since the show finished now, and like just to see like who's together and
who's not.
Well, I never said that. Everybody's still together. That did not come from me.
They found love. Well, Matt, it's always a pleasure. I can't wait to meet again on the high seas and see where this takes us.
I like it. Have you found love?
Oh, yes, of course.
You married?
I am married.
Well, you're lucky. I was about to promote you on this page. We were going to go find her a boo-boo. All right. Great to see you as always.
All right. Such a pleasure.
Oh, that was not my back.
All right, friends, this is the Major Cruise buddy, Ezra, who is an amazing cast member on board, the bartender on board. I am so excited to watch. We actually just got a preview of the Love Boat. How do we not sing it?
It's like literally going to be stuck in my head the rest of my life.
Yes. Your dreams will have it.
I'm on dreams.
Yeah, so Ezra and I have actually cruised together a couple times now and got a chance to see some amazing destinations on board Princess Cruises.
On this ship
Yes,
is where we met.
on this ship. So it's quite the reunion. Very excited to be here with
You're
the
the
boo.
best.
But can you just tell me here, like, being a bartender, being the AKA therapist for these lovebirds, like, do you feel like you have the wealth of knowledge of how to navigate finding love at sea?
Well, I haven't found love at sea yet, so I'm gonna have to say no. No, I have found love at sea though, to be honest. This is kind of the way it works. So we have Captain Paolo. He met his wife. Matt met his wife. I've met many of my exes. So my knowledge is more so coming from what didn't work for me and saying, don't do that.
Your
I've
time
seen
will
that.
come.
My time will come.
Your time will
And no
come.
rush, no rush. Tino from The Bachelor is here tonight, and maybe my time has come right before our eyes. But no, really, like, the singles were great. It was so much fun, and I found that the best way to kind of work it was to befriend them and just give them advice as a friend who had their best interests at heart, rather than, oh, this is what works for a relationship, being like, this is what's going to make you feel the best. And
Yeah,
you
very
feel the best.
personalized experience from your bartender on board. So, Ezra, I cannot wait. We've had ideas of talking amongst ourselves of what's going to happen for season 2. So I can't wait. Very exciting. Thanks so much for chatting. And as always, ciao, Bella.
Ciao.